task of investigating the case, the security team quickly discovered Bob's plan, which involved routing VPN traffic to his Chinese contractor and passing off the resulting work as his own. Worse, Bob had even shipped the contractor his RSA security token,
Oh my god.
which enabled the contractor to bypass the two-factor security measures implemented by his employer. In case you were curious, the entire post is a case study in why companies should be more proactive about checking their traffic logs for unusual network activity, and they don't.
Why
Sadly,
don't you look?
Verizon,
What is wrong with you, dude?
yeah, Verizon is not saying how this nightmare has ended, but we're pretty sure Bob is looking for a job today, and he is not watching any cat videos. Bob, you know what you could have done instead is find yourself. Go ahead and start your own business, Bob. Would have been a smart move. And then you could have hired all the Chinese people you wanted. Let the people know sometimes I outsource my work. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why you did that, there, Bob.
I don't either.
It's dangerous. You just handed somebody outside of the country access to some security things they should not have. Uh, it's it's very scary, very scary. And still, you know what, Chrome, we're gonna have some issues. We're going round and round and round, Chrome and I. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know if this is Chrome. Actually, this might be our host. I think they may be having some issues too.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not.
don't know.
I'm not gonna call you guys out. So I'm gonna have to let Ginger do one. Hold my video, please. Hold it until next time. Until
I will hold your video. That is fine. I am actually trying to get it to pull up something. There we go.
hold that there. Hold that for me, darling.
Okay, I will do that. I will do that. All right. So, all right. So we're going to talk about the story. So I'm just going to pull it up because this is where I'm kind of pulling it from. Mainly just wanted to show y'all his picture. Actor Jeremy Kevin Butler, if y'all recognize him, settles lawsuit with Sony. All right. You know what? Hold on. This is not working right. So there we go.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Technical
Please stand
difficulties.
by.
Eurogamer reports that actor Jerry Lambert has settled a lawsuit with Sony over his part in a Bridgestone ad where he played an engineer playing a Wii video game. In 2012, Sony sued Bridgestone and the actor because they claimed that Lambert's engineer character in the ad was too much like his popular fictitious PS3 spokesperson, Kevin Butler. Bridgestone denied the claim, saying that Lambert's character didn't even have a speaking role in the ad. Sony's claimed that Lambert began working for Bridgestone in February of 2012 while still under contract, not good, with Sony. Lambert's contract with Sony was set to end in August of 2012. The ad appeared 3 days after his contract expired, but his contract had no complete clause had a no compete clause that forbade him from promoting game systems that are in direct competition with its platforms.
But he wasn't promoting a game
I
system. He
know,
was
I know.
promoting tires. Really?
I know. While Sony's conflict with Bridgestone continues, it looks like Lambert has waved the white flag and settled, according to information unearthed by a media post. As part of his settlement with Sony, Lambert agrees that his appearance in the Bridgestone ad caused confusion with some consumers, only the stupid ones, and that he violated the no-compete clause in his contract that he really didn't violate. Lambert has agreed to not appear in any advertising related to video games for 2 years unless Sony approves in advance. Wow, dudes, really? Come on. That's just, I don't know, dumb. You know, he was driving a Nintendo cart in the advertisement, I want to say.
I
And
didn't see
that's,
a Nintendo cart.
was it not? I could have sworn in the original deal when it came down, it was him driving a Nintendo cart that had
It was
Bridgestone
somebody
tires.
behind him. I think that I think somebody behind him was playing a Wii or something, or he was holding something that looked like a Wii. I really don't recall. But I don't see anything in there where he was promoting a game system. If I
No,
remember
no,
correctly.
no, no, not at all, not at all.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. It totally, totally is. Totally is.
You know what, Sony? You kill games. You kill them, and then you get rid of the only good person that you have there, which
Mm-hmm.
is, and a lot of gamers are not very happy about this because they love them some Kevin Butler. We know Blaster loves some Kevin Butler like nobody's business. That could mar your.
The pirate game link, I will get it for you. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, somebody's asking for pirate game link.
Yes,
Is
yes,
that Joe?
yes.
I bet it's Joe.
It is Mr. Doe. Yes, I
That pirate
swear I
game was
have it.
awesome, right? Yes. Okay, so when you are ready, Ginger, you may run my video.
Oh,
I had
okay,
to,
okay,
I
okay,
had to
okay.
find
Let me
to
get it. Let
fi-
me get it. Let me get it.
I had to find other means to
Copy.
access that lovely story, but
Uh, oh, hey, I'm putting it up in the wrong window.
yeah, you are, because I don't see it.
Paste.
I don't appreciate that.
My bad, my bad, my
We
bad,
just
my
speak to
bad.
the assistant. We speak to the assistant.
I know, right? The systems totally fell this morning. But hey, we're working on it. It's brand new. I will get this down, and eventually it'll be like so smooth. All right, so there you go, there you go.
All right, this ran across my virtual desk this morning. Unfortunately, I can't get it to come across the virtual desk. It's on my phone though. So this is a new game that's out on iPad. Uh, it's called Pinyin Pal. It is.
Yeah.
It's talking about Mandarin Chinese. Of course, Mandarin Chinese is spoken by well over is spoken and understood by well over a billion people worldwide,
Oh,
and of course is noted as being one of the hardest languages to learn. As more business opportunities continue to arise for a lot of us in Asia, mastering Mandarin is
mm-hmm.
becoming more and more important. Yes, Spanish is too, but Mandarin is the next one up. Enter the new app called Pinyin Pal. It's a new app for the iPad that makes it easy to define, read, and recognize Chinese characters. This is the first and only viable word game available in Pinyin and comes in a format that a lot of you will recognize. It's kind of like Words with Friends with a twist, but it's teaching you Mandarin. Hot, right? It's the brainchild of one Miss, yes, I said Miss Adele Yinma, author of New York Times bestseller Falling Leaves and founder of ChineseCharacterAday.com. She said, I set out to create a game that makes learning Mandarin fun. I'm convinced that the future of language learning lies in playing games. See, it takes a woman, guys. Consumed in bite-sized chunks, she said, of course, and on mobile-sized tablets. Dr. Ma and her husband Robert first conceptualized the game in their living room, playing with pieces of cardboard and paper. Little did they know the project would blossom into something more impactful. The first version of Pinyin Pal is being offered in English. However, at this very moment, they said they're translating the game into French, Spanish, Italiano, German, Portuguese, Arabic, Hebrew,
Portuguese.
Russian, Portuguese. That's how you say Portuguese. Arabic, Hebrew, Russian, Japanese, and Korean. She says it's her dream that all the people of the world will unite while playing Pinyin. Okay, now she went all off the deep end. No, no, it should be your dream that we all learn to speak with each other in our native
Yeah,
languages.
yeah, yeah.
The people of the world will unite. No, stop it. Regardless of one's mother tongue, she says, the basic programming is the same. By tapping a button, a Russian can play with an American or a Chinese with a Japanese without knowing one another's language. Okay, that's kind of hot. Um, and yes, it's made up of Chinese characters, but she says that's the beauty of Pinyin. It is the Mandarin vocabulary spelled out with the alphabet Pinyin. With the alphabet, Pinyin includes a built-in dictionary, word finder, which acts as guides during the game. And because of this, novices who don't know any Chinese can play competitively against native Chinese speakers from the first turn. Players are pitted against their friends on social networks or random opponents and challenged to take turns spelling Pinyin words. It offers some other key features. She said the ability to chat with an opponent in both English and Chinese. The game is completely ad free. There are no in app purchases required to play. Word Finder will analyze the letters in your rack and teach you what pinyin words to play. The dictionary and Word Finder feature include audio pronunciations for each word. So you will literally be learning the language as you play. View the characters associated with pinyin words played on the board at the tap of a button. You can earn extra points by recalling the correct character and meaning of the word that you just played. And of course, you get to brag on Facebook about your high scores. And this is some serious bragging rights because this is not even in English, people, at least for us. The pinyin, the Pinyin Pal app is available for free right now on the App Store and iPad. And they're saying later on we will get it with iPhone and other iOS devices. Is there no Droid? Woman, come on.
At the end of the video, it did say coming to Droid soon.
Maybe she didn't put it in her PR that she sent over. Anyway, Adeline, this is
Yeah, because
brilliant.
I was going to throw a fit until I saw that. And then I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
This is absolutely brilliant. I don't like the whole utopia thing you threw in there. We can unite. No, yeah, but I love the idea, and I have been trying to pick up a little Chinese and Japanese, and all I got is some hi. That's all I know. That's Japanese for yes. That's all I know. That's it. So you do one of these for. I think you should look at doing one of these for all languages. because that would be a good way to learn. That's how my French has gotten considerably better through a game that I tell y'all about quite often. I'm not going to repeat it again today, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite. She's right. I think that's the way we're going to have to do a lot of things is teaching kids via games. Matter of fact, uh, ironically, I told y'all last week was Baby Nature's birthday, and I had to go. I didn't have to go. I went to pick her up school early as a surprise, and when I got there, her science teacher is really hardcore. This woman is like, nun, nun, German nun or something. She's like, she cannot go. We are doing science, and I said, okay, you can sit there. And they were actually, she. I was impressed. She had a laptop with a built some kind of projector device she was using, and she was actually teaching them about weather and climates, but it was set up like it was a courtroom, the game that they were playing. And they were the lawyers, so or she was the lawyer or something like that, or they were on the stand and they were asked questions that had to do with the weather and they had to answer them, and they were picked at random according to the computer. It was really kind of intricate and really freaking cool. It was like, how come we didn't have this in school? And the of course these are all, I told you, brainy kids, so they were able to follow just fine. When I jumped in, I was like, wow, I am impressed. So she's absolutely right. Games make a whole big difference in how kids learn. So if you people out there are concerned that they're picking up bad habits, why don't you start supporting some more of the educational games out there then? The really good ones, like this one that's come out. I like to see this one in a school.
Exactly,
This,
Laura.
do you know our kids here in America? We don't teach them languages. Do you know kids that are like Baby Nature 6 age? By the time they're her age, they can speak 3 different languages. And our
I
American,
know. Yeah, there's a blog that I used to. He no longer writes it, but there's a blog I used to love to read. He was a Swedish guy, 2 kids. Their kids, by the time they were 3, could speak 3 separate languages fluently, and were learning 2 others.
mm-hmm.
It was amazing. That they spoke Swedish, of course. They spoke American English, and they spoke Spanish. And they were also learning German and something else. Portuguese? Portuguese. They were learning Portuguese in their daycare. But they were learning German because their father was a tennis player and he went to Germany. And yeah, they were learning German over there.
Yeah, they were our kids.
It was amazing.
It's sad if they don't
Yeah,
teach.
that his kids took longer to speak than normally. I mean, because they were like 3 or 4 almost before they ever said their first anything. But when they did, it was like a complete sentence and it was fluent in a language.
One day. All right, what you got?
I know, right? I know, right? All right, I have got, if I can make this work, hold on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, so I'm going to be talking about, oh yeah, baby, hold on, I had it, Cabreros.
I see it popped up there. It was just taking its time.
Too many windows. Cabreros Productions offers expertise to President on the weaponization of outer space. If you did hear, the President and the White House shot down the idea for the Death Star. We meant to mention this earlier in the week, but it's mildly amusing. While other organizations are offering their expertise on video game violence to the President and Vice President of the United States, Swords of the Stars 1 and 2, Fort Zombie, and North Star developer Cabreros Productions offer some expertise in, well, another area, the future weaponization of space. In an amusing open letter to the Obama administration posted by Cabreros Productions CEO Martin Ciriulis, Martin Smith on Facebook, the company offers its 2 decades of experience developing space combat simulations to provide the administration with all the information it needs, provided that those involved have a minimum working knowledge of Galaga. Anyways. So, in the letter, dated January 11th, says, Mr. President, in light of the recent announcement by Vice President Biden that he is seeking to meet with elements of the video game industry in regards to the gun control issue, we at Cabreros Productions are excited by the possibilities of this initiative and would like to offer our video game experience to your administration on other matters. We here at Cabreros Productions have 2 decades of experience in space combat simulations, and we think we would be ideal to sit in on any of your administration's panels regarding the shape of future policy for space militarization and weapons. We are putting our expertise at your disposal and can put a briefing paper together for your people whenever you require. We will assume they all, at a minimum, have a working knowledge of Galaga. Thanks for your time, Martin Smith, through whatever your name is, CEO, Cabarrus Productions.
Smith will do.
Yeah. Of course, like I said, recently the administration did respond and shot down the petition asking for the building